back to Around the Lunch Table. It's your boys, Jay and Z.
Oh, it's already recording. Welcome back, Slapdicks. This is Around the Lunch Table, episode
43.
That was really good execution.
That was good.
Nice. And we have some special guests here today with us. But before I do that, I just wanted to say, I wanted to thank our sponsor, Aperture Oceans, bringing ideas and ads to life in one... Sorry.
Awesome.
Go.
To life.
Okay, well, and anyways, and we do have, once again, some ATLT alumni. We have Jordan Obaya, one of Aperture Ocean's own and finest, and a returning ATLT alumni, Trevor Cartwright.
Yes. Great to have you guys.
The guy who wants to kill Tom Cruise.
Yes, that guy.
If you remember or don't remember.
And the guy that did some other unspeakable things.
Don't get me going on Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Yeah. So, here we are. We're doing a four-way tonight.
Yeah, four-way is good. Yeah, we were just watching some... we were just watching the old ball game, Yankees versus Red Sox. That was good. We were talking about...
Well, it wasn't over, but you were kind of pushing to
I didn't
the episode, so it's okay.
The game.
We don't know what happened in the end.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's baseball. You never know.
Shit,
Yeah.
it could have turned...
Any given
It could take a
night.
turn. The only thing you were saying, what if... I think it would be way more fun if they just removed the net. You know? And then
I want to see an 8-year-old take a fucking ball off the face.
That
and
was
then-
my idea.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
idea.
I'm saying, but if there was no net and there's like the
Yeah,
kid with the number one finger just gets decked.
If you see like 5 or 6 fatalities a game, a lot more people would probably watch baseball.
And that's what like the ambulance guys are there for. Otherwise, they're just sitting around not doing
Yeah.
anything.
People would be showing up with the riot shields just to the game.
Well,
Full
like,
face
get-
mask, full everything. They would love to go to
Fucking
that. Those
catcher's
seats
gear.
would still probably be the same prices.
There'd
as
probably
well.
more.
Yeah.
Risk of
Yeah.
risk of
the
addition.
risk of death, we just watched Squid Games and they
Full,
went back.
full
Yeah.
bodysuit people just sitting there.
I
I'll bring my
actually
kids.
got into it with someone on Wednesday at the Mariners game because I've seen another fucking 50-year-old man with a baseball glove at a baseball game. And just like, I was like, dude, are you like, why?
You're
why?
not going to catch a foul ball.
And also, that is for little kids. Like, why are you bringing a glove? Catch it with your hand like a grown-ass man or your beard.
thing
We've
is,
seen
said
a
this
man with
to
a... Yeah, I got pissed at him.
A lot of people have gloves. They still miss it though. They don't even catch it.
Honestly, he's bringing off a pedophile vibe. At that
Okay,
point.
that's not good.
Oh my!
You don't want that.
Oh my.
Do
He's
not.
like, I need to catch this ball, so I have an in with one of the
Let's
kids.
just say...
Hey, if you want this ball, just come here.
Public service announcement: if you are older than the age of 14, do not bring a glove to a baseball game.
Jack
You look
texted me,
weird.
"Hey, we're gonna bring our mitts." to
I
the
was
game?"
seeing funny.
He did ask me. He texted me. He's like, "Are we gonna bring our mitts?"
Are we gonna bring our mitts to the game?
You know, if you
Can we soundbite that?
whatever makes you happy, Jack.
Well, maybe we wanted to play a little bit of Pepper in the parking lot. Who knows?
Yeah, you know.
Pepper.
I actually saw this video of this kid that he had just like a normal baseball. He caught the foul ball and this little girl wanted it, which, by the way, why do the little girls always just get to have it? It's like, if you want it, work for it. Like,
Well, they're gonna get that when they get older, so they don't need it now.
yeah, exactly. Those balls.
No, I mean like whatever they want.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
learning chivalry at this young age.
Yeah, but no, he swapped the balls and gave her the one
Good.
he already had.
what
He's
he
like,
did.
yeah, serves you right. And it was good because she got, the satisfaction of not working for anything. And he got he got to keep the ball he wanted.
Finessed her, yeah.
It was great.
I told him that story. He's on a roll tonight.
Wow.
Stuff.
He's loving everyone's.
If there's no reason why a grown up should ever want a ball so bad, like you ever see people like dive for it, and it's like
No, like in
they're
San
like,
Francisco
"It's
in the
mine."
McCubby Cove, they'll
Yeah.
jump out their kayaks and just.
Okay, well that's kind of funny because
That
they're
would
out
be
there
fun.
kayaking.
I would do that.
But
I
like
would
I've
do
seen
that.
a playoff game and the Cubs, this like guy ran through the stand. It was a playoff game and he ran like over the ledge and like robbed the foul ball catch from their own team.
Yeah, I've
and
seen
everyone's
that.
like, dude, everyone's literally gonna murder you. And also, how the
Deserved
fuck
it.
old are you? The guy looked like he was 60.
Wasn't there a World Series game where it was like, I remember watching like a documentary on this with my dad. This dude was just like wearing headphones or whatever. He just went and grabbed the ball and it was like the game winning out or something. Like the
It's
World
happened a few
fucking
times in MLB
series.
history, actually. That
And the guy would have totally had it. And
that,
he's just
fan,
like,
that
oh.
fans have kind of, but that's
Yeah.
part of the game when you want a full ballpark.
That's what happens.
it's
Ever
part of
seen
the
that video of that guy that was literally on the fucking dead center wall who fucking grabbed the ball? It was a home run, and then he fucking hucked it and hit fucking Stanton on second base. Fucking gnarly. And the announcer
got
was
a
like, dude, this
cannon.
guy's got a fucking cannon. He didn't
Someone
say
signed
fucking
it.
cannon, but he's like, this guy's got a
Yeah.
cannon, sign him up.
Yeah. Would you guys ever have like sex and catcher's gear or anything like that? Like
What?
I know someone. I know someone who does
Okay,
that.
That's a great
No, you
change of
don't.
conversation.
No,
If you mean like weird, they don't use catchers. There's no way.
I've
talking about
heard
Z or
because you know how
something?
they have the little flap you can just flip up.
That's not that far down there to use it for that.
Hey, Z.
a weird
people
fantasy
people
of
have
yours, Jack.
foot fetishes too.
Yeah,
so
catcher's gear fantasies.
I think it's more like maybe this is Robinson
far.
Cano.
I mean, they sell things for that.
Jack,
It's for-
have you been thinking
catcher's
about
gear
this?
smells bad.
I've thought about it. I don't own catcher's
Can you
gear, but I'm in the
imagine?
market.
Can you
Well,
imagine?
I can. I know where you can find some at our house.
Oh,
Downstairs in our
if it's
garage.
Caleb Eppards, it's probably very sticky.
Oh,
Could you imagine like the fucking girl comes home and the dude is just in catcher's gear, naked, but in catcher's gear. Hey, wait, say no, two.
He flips up the flop. There it is.
Flips up the flop,
She's like, is that it?
Is that it?
and he's hitting a strike tonight. Let me tell you.
And he is
Number
putting
one,
on a show,
number two,
John.
number
Let me
three,
tell you,
number
he is
four.
putting on a fucking show.
All right, Jack. Have
Yes.
you ever had a run-in with the police?
Have I ever had
Ooh,
a
that's a
run-in
good
with the
one.
police? I've ran from the police.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Elaborate, please.
We were at Ray Crawford's party. A girl we know was on the table going woo.
I
The
know
fucking
you're- I
titties
know
out.
who you're talking about.
Woo girl.
Yeah, woo. I want all the boys to look at me. Yeah,
I do remember
That's
that.
so you, Jack.
Yeah, it was me. I was the girl.
I could see it.
Dude, that's the thing. Like, what? Like, if girls can go on the table and just whip their titties out, why can't I go up there and just
Next thing- yeah,
swing my
but
dick
dude,
Whip
around?
your wiener out.
But dude does that, next thing you know, you're in a prison cell.
Helicopter up on the table.
Yeah, it's like woo. I do it. I'm in prison. I am an Apache helicopter. No,
I identify as a potato.
no, yeah, they just like busted it, and me and this guy named Terry, love Terry.
Terry.
We ran to the old Cavalier, but like he could never fit in the Cavalier. Remember, we'd have to open the
Yeah,
sunroof
yeah,
for
yeah.
part of his head to stick out.
Wait, is this guy just super
He's
tall?
fucking huge.
He's huge.
He sounds like
He's
a mega
huge.
human.
Was he played for SOU? What was he, a lineman or something?
Yeah,
A
I think so.
linebacker? Yeah.
He was just really tall. He was
SLU. He played for Slut University.
Southern Oregon University.
Yeah.
Oh, SOU.
We've all played
Oh.
for Slut University.
Oh.
We're all starters.
We're all
Oh,
starters.
biased.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways,
So,
sorry.
what about you? Actually, wait. I want to hear Jordan. I feel
We're
like,
all gonna
My
go.
first
We're
time
all
I
gonna-
ran from the cops.
We're all gonna go.
I know, but
I have
Jordan
mul-
and his band days. Let's
I
hear
have
this shit.
multiple times with the cops.
Well, just
Well,
pick
you-
the best
you
one.
did choose
First
one?
time, the third, second, or the third.
Just pick the best one.
The best one.
He pulled
was
me over, gave me a warning.
probably- Okay, I want to tell 2.5.
He brought out his
Besides
nightstick.
it. I was 12 and we were throwing
Well,
these. We were
throwing a
we were
banger.
going through the park and these tennis players called us faggots. And so we started picking up pine cones and throwing at them. And literally,
Hey,
they
you
called
faggots.
us. Yeah, they called
Hey,
us
look
faggots.
at these faggots. Hey,
Yeah,
Stranger
yeah.
Things, go fuck
Yeah.
yourself.
So we picked up these pine cones and rocks and we started throwing it at them. And we had slingshots and we started chucking it
you
at
brought
them.
your slingshots to the park?
It sounded.
I was 12.
It sounded
I
like a
was
big old
12.
faggot fight to me.
Yeah, and so they called the
They called
cops.
us faggots. They got pine cones.
We
They
ran
called the
back
cops
to my house. The
for
cops,
pine cones.
Yeah, and the cops followed us back to my house and gave us a talk. But
You didn't
yeah, that
run.
one
You didn't
sucked.
run very fast. Those
Anyway, the
tennis players
second,
were
my
after you.
second best run-in with the cops was like, we smoked a big fat J. This is
Big fat dude.
so fucking
before
small.
we drove
So
home.
sick,
It
dude.
sucked. And I was in a
Fucking
band, like you
smoking
said.
fatty
And tell me a
doinks.
band story. Tell me a band story. This is your band story.
Thank you.
I was opening for
And-
AC/DC.
Yeah, AC/DC.
I was opening for Celine Dion.
We're on our fucking way home, anyways, and this is before weed is legal. We get pulled over, and I thought
Well, it's still
the
not
cop-
legal to do it and drive, but
It isn't. It isn't. But back then, it was even more
Tomatoes,
illegal.
tomatoes.
Back then, it was
Times two.
more illegal before you boys were born and stuff. You know, and it sucked.
Old.
So, yeah, we didn't get arrested or anything, but I made it out alive.
That's so fucking nuts.
I like the tennis player one because they were calling you faggots.
Yeah, and so I
And
threw
you
a
shot
pine cone
pine-
at.
why would you call the cops on that? It's like
No,
he
we
shot a
didn't
pine-
get the. I didn't call the
I
cops.
know. Why would they call the cops at 12-year-olds shooting pine
Because
cones?
we were
at
throwing
them?
rocks and pine cones.
Oh, stoning like the old age. Can you imagine that getting stoned in like the town square because you pickpocketed a freaking child or
I think
whatever?
it'd be kind of cool to stone
They
somebody.
usually remove your fingers for that.
did it.
Stoning was like
was
other-
like
other
witchcraft.
Dude, that would suck. Imagine 85 people just throwing rocks at you. You're just like, that's the worst way
no,
to
they
die,
definitely knew how to fuck you over. They were
And
like,
there's
this
like-
is gonna suck.
It was like us going to a movie nowadays. Like, hey guys, you want to go to the stoning at fucking 7 and just
dude. Yeah, or like when they did beheadings and everyone's like, yeah! It's kind
Modern
of
day
fucking
football.
wild.
Or
But that's how it was
olden
back
day
then,
football.
man.
olden day football. I don't know any deaths in football.
Well,
Yeah, that's what happened.
okay.
In football.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty violent sport, but we're not alled to kill people anymore. I don't know if you noticed.
And we can't taunt them now, which is good. There's a
Oh, they
taunting
just
penalty.
Throw the flag.
yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Which is half the good shit. I don't want that.
Yeah, they get paid a lot of money at their own expense, and we get to watch at their expense. It's a good
So
thing.
if there was a gladiator ring brought back now, are we going or not?
Yeah,
I would probably
going.
try it. I don't know how well I would
wouldn't wanna
probably
be front row, but-
I'd probably be like sitting like the back and be like, yeah, I don't want anyone to know
with
I'm
like
here.
with like some shades on and a big hat.
yeah,
so
and
no
you're
one
just
knows.
like, so is this like the
You have like
bee's
your favorite
knees?
gladiator, like a big mask on. Yeah.
You're like, so is this the bee's knees? And then you see him get murdered in front of you, and
What's
you're
weird
like,
is they never fight each other. It was always like, oh, here's this fucking 800-pound lion, and you have a stick.
They did fight each other.
I don't know. I just remember the movies. It was always an animal, or like an
They
ape.
did.
Well, have you
Well,
watched
they did a
Gladiator?
Yeah, that's Gladiator.
Literally, he killed so many people.
And then the lions come out. The tigers come out.
Well,
at
they
the end.
come out while he's
What's
fighting
weird
another
is that
man.
killing people's illegal unless you do it for sport. Kind of like porn. Like if you pay someone for sex, it's illegal, but if you have a camera, it's okay.
Wait, rewind. Tell me, run that by me again.
I said it's weird that killing was illegal unless you're doing it for sport in front of a crowd. Same thing with
Oh,
porn.
like back in the
I swear you
easy.
just said. It's weird because like killing is legal. I'm like,
No, I said killing's illegal.
It's like, where,
unless
North
you're
Korea?
doing it in front of a crowd. Same thing with porn. It's like you can't pay someone for sex, but if there's a camera, then it's like, oh, it's a porno.
I don't think that's quite the same thing.
Okay, so
Yeah.
It was an example.
I got
I get the logic.
I got
but-
to read these ancient texts when I was in college, and it was really like the
Actually,
Ten
to the Library of
Commandments.
Congress.
But it was like it was like
Congress.
ancient Mesopotamia, and they had like 10 laws or things you couldn't do.
Are you
and
an
they're-
archaeologist?
Were they in hieroglyphs?
No,
Hieroglyphics.
it was in a book I read.
So you must have.
And one of them was like, if you steal from your neighbor and you can prove it, you can kill him. And I was like, that's badass.
Yeah.
That's
Because
pretty
they were like,
badass.
well, prove that he stole from
Trevor's
you.
in Egypt, like one of those little brushes.
And I was just,
Like in the Mummy, he's like, he does. Oh wow.
I thought it was pretty cool. And you couldn't, and if you're, so another
How
funny
did you
thing.
obtain said documents?
Another fun thing before I tell you where I got these things. Another fun
you
thing
have the
was
tablets?
so the husband could cheat on his wife, but if the wife cheated on him, he could murder her. And I was like, oh.
Dude, we go in his room. There's just glass cases of these ceramic fucking tablets in a
Dude.
pot.
I've been to Egypt. All right.
I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence. Fucking Nicolas Cage over here saw the documents.
Have you guys ever read a history textbook in your life?
Yes, but you
The
said
way you
like,
said it,
yeah.
it sounded like you just dusted off these parchments you found. And you,
I
you
did.
examined it with like lemon to expose the fucking picture.
I did, believe it or
Were they
not.
writing in invisible ink back then?
Maybe.
Pacing.
It's possible. Anyways, Z, I know you've had trouble with police by the
Why is
color
that?
by the color of your
Why?
skin.
You just
I've
said-
never gotten in trouble though. I've had
It's a
run-ins, but I've
joke.
never gotten in trouble.
Oh, you're just a
my.
sweetheart, aren't you?
He
Oh
didn't-
my god.
He didn't get in trouble at all. He's
Tennis
like,
players
Yeah,
called him
I got the
faggot.
talking.
okay, that's not.
But
Got
they
the
called
look.
you faggot.
Hey, I've been in the clinker for the night. I didn't tell that story
The
yet.
clinker.
Okay, now you gotta
Okay,
say
I've
it.
never been in the clinker.
I've been in the clinker for the
We
night.
were
I'm
on
not gonna
tour
tell
in
that
Raleigh,
story.
North Carolina.
Yeah, I got butthole ripped.
Hey,
Yeah,
I-
totally.
Oh, now
There
that
was
you
a
mention
bucket, and it was full.
I've never been in jail.
I have.
And
It's
actually-
a dark, scary place.
The only
It was a dark and stormy.
only time I've ran into police was when I was 13 years old.
Oh,
Well, not an adult.
were you eating ass?
But I was throwing
No.
walnuts.
They call you faggots.
No. Honestly, I was still a virgin at 13. I wasn't eating.
I hope
if I was
so.
eating ass,
Big
then
mistake.
I'd be a menace to society at this
Yeah.
point.
A menace to society.
But similar to you, there's no tennis players involved. But I was.
oh no, a pack of tennis players. We're screwed.
Me and my buddy got our hands on a bow and arrow. Don't know. Well, I'm not gonna say how we got it. We didn't steal it, but
We still could get in trouble for that.
we went to a public park and we were shooting it towards the forest where like there aren't people. It is a public
You're
park.
like, ah, she's on the road. I don't hit her.
And we were shooting, and then someone apparently that entire time we were at the park by ourselves had called the police on us, and a cop showed up. And he like drove up right up on the street, and then he got out of his car with his hand on his waist, like by his gun. I'm 13 years old, okay? I have a bow and arrow in my hand, and he goes, "Drop the weapon." Like,
Put the bow and arrow down.
Drop the weapon.
like I was gonna fucking shoot him with the bow and arrow. luckily,
I'm so live.
Luckily, I did, and you got away.
I did not try to shoot him with a bow and arrow.
Did you point it at him in like a standoff situation?
No, I
got you.
I immediately dropped the bow and arrow though.
Why?
But no, it was still cocked back. You drop it. It fucking goes.
He's like, police. He's like, police, drop the weapon. Tribal police, drop the weapon.
Wait a minute. Have I told this story?
no.
I haven't?
No.
Okay, because as soon as I was telling it, I was like, I feel like... Okay. Anyway, so I dropped the weapon. My dad's prosecutor of the hometown I live in. Not work in, sorry. It's been a while.
Prosecutor Cartwright, huh?
Prosecutor Cartwright. And so he's friends with
Your
the
Honor,
police.
drops the file. This man was simply walking home from work.
The cop confiscates the bow and arrow from me after I drop it. And he's like, go home. You can't shoot this at public parks.
It's in evidence.
Yes, dude. He takes it and then he goes home and I don't say shit to my dad. I was like, oh, holy fuck, I got away with fucking shooting a bow and arrow at the park.
felony.
My dad comes home from work that day and he has an arrow in his hand and he drops it on the table. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's like, and then
Gotcha, bitch.
he was like, what's this? And I was like, I've never seen that before.
Dude, when dudes are caught, they say so much dumb shit. Like if you're caught in the act of this, you're like, oh.
Like for example, last night Jack spilled a candle on Aaron's rug, which she very highly covets, and always thought it was going to be me, but it was him.
It was me.
And then so it's like dark wax. It's dark. It goes through the table because the table isn't really a table.
It's a basket.
It's a basket. But it goes to the table and pours on the
Water
ground.
basket.
He looks at it and goes, she's like, did you just spill that? He's like, no.
No, I didn't. I lied. You liar.
He's like, no.
It was a fucking cat. He's a whore.
Yeah, well, the cat's the one who bit
He
me.
bit him, and that's why he like jumped
He
up.
bit me. That's why
She
I
was like,
spilled it.
if
That
he
sounds like
bites
an
you, you got to
excuse.
take the pain.
It was
Excuse.
just, the funniest part was just like everyone saw the hot wax.
What was that?
Because it's wax that like dripped through and stuff, and it's really dark and it's on white carpet. And he's like,
boiled
did you just
down.
spill? He's like, no, didn't spill. It's good.
Wasn't me.
What do you think is the most disgusting food to eat on like a first date? That just sounds just like
Indian
like
food.
Really?
Like,
I wouldn't even eat Indian food
Indian.
anyways.
I know. I don't like Indian
Well,
food.
the
Curry.
You guys are suck.
it would probably be any type of pasta because like,
yeah.
I mean,
like if
Like
I don't care that it's
pho?
cool, yeah, that would be a bad one.
you could just
as much
take
as I am,
small bites of it.
it's not fun to take small bites. I always want more.
Is there like an unwritten rule, like when you're eting pasta together, you just like don't look at the other person? Because I purposely don't, because it's like I don't want them to look at me.
Eye
while I'm
contact.
just-
Eye contact.
Yeah, it's yeah. Well, I mean, there are those. there are those things you can use the spoon and kind of twirl it so it's more. It's not as
One
messy,
could
but-
argue it's better to make eye contact while you're
about
sucking
pho?
spaghetti down.
It could be seductive.
You're just looking at her and you're like,
pho while you're trying to eat it?
I'm just saying, if a girl did that to me, where she's just like,
Where were you during that? We just talked about. Dude, Jordan's been checking out for the last 4 minutes. We just talked about.
he just whispers it
We're like,
seductively.
yeah, fuzz about one. What about pho?
What about pho?
what about pho?
But yeah,
Dude, I just found out you had to make the broth for like over 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to make it.
That's
Yeah.
what I checked out.
Yeah.
In the documents I found, they mentioned a lot of ancient soups.
I will marinate.
I went to the Vietnamese Aztecian ruins.
Hey, Z, why don't you read an ancient article for once in your life?
And how has
you'll
that
be
helped
smart.
you in life, huh?
I know some
In
cool
situations
shit.
like this?
I know a lot of history.
I know a
I'm
few
just saying
fun
it was
facts.
funny the
Tell
way
me
you
the
did it.
oldest fact you
Rich
know. Z.
history.
Oldest
Yeah,
I
fact.
know
you
a lot of history.
Z, what is the oldest
What is
fact
the
you
oldest
know?
fact you know?
What is the oldest fact?
Yeah, let's go Cleopatra.
Go.
She's not a fact. She's a woman.
So
the
they
oldest
said.
fact that
Don't-
I know.
Yeah.
Do not assume her gender. Thank you.
God, Z, you're 0 for 2 already. Go, National Treasure. Come on.
Oh, it's coming in hot. What does that mean? The oldest artifact I know. The Dead Sea Scrolls would probably be the oldest artifact.
Oh, you have those in your room?
Yeah, try to top that because that's a pretty sure the oldest one. Fucking legend.
Explain them.
I would say the fucking elephant
Tusk?
things. No.
An elephant. An elephant.
Elephant Island. What is it with the big heads?
Easter Island.
Sorry. It
big ass
started with an E. It started with an E.
Elephant Island. Hey, you know what? We should book a trip to
That's what they
Elephant
should call
Island.
McDonald's.
Island.
Sounds like you're going to a fucking island with a bunch of fat chicks.
Yeah, it's what they should call
There's
them.
just elephants everywhere.
It's what they should call
I love
fucking
it.
menchies.
That's what Jack
that
loves.
is good.
Yeah. Apparently they used to have like bodies and shit.
Easter
Maybe.
Island.
Bodies?
At
You can
Easter
actually
Island
go-
or
Elephant Island.
No, at Easter Island.
Just for fun, I'm gonna Google Elephant Island. See if I can
Yes, I'm scared of it.
Even though it's not. It's
I
Easter
heard
Island,
that
but-
like elephants aren't supposed to have people on them. Shocking. and you can actually like
Elephant Island is an island in the Arctic.
Look at that! Oh, that's
you
what I
wanna
meant.
go there.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
meant.
you meant. Yeah, completely different continents. But
So I know some people who travel to Antarctica for like fun. I don't know why you'd ever want to.
I thought you can't go there.
Apparently, you
It's
can.
protected by the because apparently a lot of it's actually tropical that we don't know
cop
about.
said.
And there's a pyramid there as well. Interesting.
So like from like Aliens vs Predators, that movie where there's a underground that pyramid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, not that. But if you go to like Google Earth, you can just see the fucking pyramid.
Oh.
Yeah, it's there. There's a lot. I believe that's where Hitler went when it was either Argentina or Antarctica.
I'm pretty sure it's Argentina.
Argentina.
Yeah, but no, I know. I'm saying it was
No
the
way.
conspiracy is one or the other.
No, I'm saying if you didn't do it, that it makes sense. Argentina.
I'm
makes a
sorry.
lot
The
of sense.
most fucking narcissistic guy in the world's like, I'm done. Just like,
Yeah.
nah, he ain't gonna kill himself.
Oh, he killed himself.
I don't think he did. Don't
Really?
worry.
You think he just offed himself in the bunker with some bitches?
We got him in
Which, by the way, talk about loyal hoes, man. She
Yeah.
went out with him, dude. You know they were like, I thought you were gonna do it.
He had like one. He had like a drink that wasn't poison. He's like, honey, I'll see you on the other side.
I'm pretty
He's
sure
like,
he
"All right,
was the
I'm
one
out."
who was like, is she gonna do it? Because
Yeah.
if not, I'm gonna kill her,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then I'm
yeah.
gonna kill myself. Because
She
that's the
probably
kind of
knew
guy
that.
he
I
was.
mean, she probably acted like she liked him, but
Just went
I mean,
down.
say
he was dirty rich for a while. I don't blame her.
yeah, like say you had to be like Hitler's slave for a while. Like, would you like act like you liked him, or would you just want to die?
I don't know. That mustache is pretty ranky.
Dude, it probably would freaking hurt if he's like kissing you.
And German is such a violent language. It's yeah, sorry, it's probably gonna piss off anyone. It's a
all this-
Panzerfaust.
I know, but it's a native language.
Anyway, I think it's a violent language.
On all languages?
I think it's just Eastern European.
There's actual languages and native languages. So.
Eastern European
It
in
sounds
general.
German, doesn't it? Though.
Just
If you could have any accent. Actually, no. I have a better question.
French.
Irish.
What celebrity do you think you look like? Because I have one that I think you look like, but
Do I think I look
Okay,
like?
Yes.
no one has their own when they look at themselves.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know
usually
what
other
I-
people.
I-
give
I
it to
see
them.
Ozzy Osbourne in you.
Awesome.
It's when you wear the glasses. When you wear the
I don't
glasses.
have long greasy hair and I don't sing fucking death metal.
I don't.
Jared.
Yeah, I could be him for Halloween if
Who
you
am
want
I?
me to.
Jordan, I see is like a
even know.
like a low level drug dealer who wants to make it to the top.
Fucking Spock from
That's not a
Star Trek.
celebrity, dude.
That's funny. I see you as Jeffrey Epstein. You're similar with the blue eyes.
I have blue eyes. I must be
Such
pedophile.
But let's see. Here,
I will take
Jared.
his money, but not his sexual desires.
No.
Let's dye your hair brown and you're Ted Bundy.
Possibly.
Or Justin Timberlake.
I'm just yanking your
What's
penis.
weird about
Just
Ted Bundy is they were
ATT.
like, he was so nice, and it's like, well,
You are nice.
Ask all the dead bitches what they think.
yeah, it's like, well, he was actually attractive. It's like, what you think? One attractive guy ain't gonna be fucking nuts?
I
Yeah.
saw pictures of him. He didn't look that attractive.
But back then, I guess he was like, oh, he's
Oh, back then, so there's lower standards.
Yeah,
because
We would
everything was
thrive,
different.
'cause
Like
now we
things
got
were in the now.
roids,
You know?
We got fucking
we got
green
pussy. We got
tea.
pussy rings and cock rings.
Dude, it gets filthy nowadays. Dude, we got sex robots now that are like 10 grand.
It's filthy. That it's just it's a different
Do you
time.
have those?
Yeah, we live in a. We live in an age where, girls like to take their tops off. I think we need to encourage that.
Yeah. We live in an age where if you're horny,
free the
you can
titty.
have a silicone pussy delivered to you overnight in a discreet box
Yeah.
with lube. Like, it's just like, God, these kids these days are just like, everything's at a touch of a button. It's like I can
Yeah.
go like this on my phone and have
Like,
a
even-
plastic vagina to fuck.
Even rewinding, not even too long ago. I'm saying, you remember a time, I'm saying Snapchat first days. If you were I'm pretty sure we were in high school when Snapchat was in its first. Remember, it had a list of best friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
That caused
got you in trouble.
That caused a lot of trouble.
we were talking
seriously.
about homework, I swear.
And amongst everyone, because whether you were dating someone or you just had a thing with them, they would be like, "Oh, why are you talking?" It caused a lot of problems. But I will say,
would know everyone's.
you remember how big of a deal it was if the girl you were flirting with or talking to, whatever, sent you like underwear. Like it was insane. And remember, there was the thing you could do to screenshot so she wouldn't see it. But I'm saying, anyways. And now it's like I just see titties, and coochies all over
All over
Titties
Twitter.
all over my Twitter.
tatties and
We're so
cochies.
desensitized to it.
I'm saying, but
fucked.
back then, you remember that how if you even got a tit pic, it was just
Dude,
your year was
dude,
made.
Oh, I was in the shit house for sending tit pics around a lot. In fact, the
Of yours?
school administration. Yes, my tits.
Oh.
There's one time.
girls'
One time
tits
I
in
sent a
school.
picture of a girl's tits to my friends, and then the fucking principal pulled me into their office, and it was the most awkward
Like
experience. of my
Trevor,
life.
we saw the titties.
It's like, Trevor, can I see it first and match it up with the girl?
Exactly what happened too. I was like, "You son of a bitch!" You know, this is child pornography. You can't even be looking at this, by the
Yeah.
way.
True.
Yeah. Let's put them on
Good
blast.
point. Actually,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah,
Technically, he cannot.
Yeah, let's put them on
It was
blast.
okay.
Fucking
I was
rat.
like,
You're
please,
the principal,
please,
not the president.
please don't tell my parents.
Because the president can do it too.
No, but he can do it, and no one gives a fuck
Yeah.
because he can hide it.
I mean, there was
Really?
like three. There was a principal. There was like the counselor was a woman. There was 3 adults in the room looking at the pictures and showing me. I was like, "What? Okay, what do you want from me? Like, okay, I'm
You're like,
horny."
hey, technically, this is child pornography. Let me just blur those. Delete. There you go.
I was like, "What do you want from me?"
So
Sorry.
hey, Jordan, you were homeschooled. How did that work? Like, no, I mean, like, how did you meet like bitches to like snap?
Did you have math at 9 a.m.? How does that?
As
Yeah, I'm
soon as I
curious.
started playing school sports, I was the mysterious man.
The mysterious
So,
man. Everyone
don't
does
even
like
ask
the new
questions. I don't even want to say.
guy. No.
I was a dirty fox.
Oh, dirty fox.
In like 5th grade.
I was,
Dude, I held her hand right after.
okay,
She wore my jersey.
I
to the
was
football
full
game.
Dude,
bird.
back then though, dude, you get a hug. Like, remember, like, okay, I'll hug
Oh,
you
yeah.
after school. A hug was like, dude,
Oh,
your
my
bird was like this.
like the whole day. You're like waiting for the end of the day. You're like, dude, I'm so fucking nervous. Oh my
I know.
god, I'm gonna hug her after
Was
school.
it your bird though?
So
My bird.
One bird hug. Just pew. You're not telling me that you didn't.
Are you
get a
talking about like
bird.
I was at a chub?
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
of course.
that's what
I didn't know you
just
meant
did
my
not-
bird.
I
Your
was-
bird. Your
Yeah,
bird.
yeah,
Your
of
boys
course,
downstairs.
of course. I'm
Your
Dude,
sitting
I
bird.
there,
remember
I'm like,
holding hands, bro. Was like, oh my god.
I'm like, oh my God, this is
I will
insane.
never want anything more than this.
Yes, that is like the ultimate ecstasy when you're younger. It's like, dude, if you're holding hands there, you're hugging her all the time. Like, dude, this bitch is mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a bitch.
my 5th grade teacher was like 6 foot. And she had fake tits, and I was like right at the height
Which
of
is
her
weird
tits.
for elementary school teachers.
5th grade, yes. And so every time she hugged me, I would just get swallowed by fucking silicone, and I was just like,
Where Trevor
like,
fell in
that's
love.
when I knew I liked women.
Yeah.
So
For
you
sure.
you didn't know before?
Oh,
I was a little nervous about it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I mean, I didn't hit puberty till 7th grade. I was a late bloomer. I mean, I knew I
Now you got
had
a
the
lot of time
idea
to
I
make
liked
up.
women.
Yeah.
Oh, I've made up for it.
Yeah, I do miss that time when you were like smaller, you know, and you could like hug women. And it was just,
Fit into small spaces too.
Like I had this one
like a little
teacher.
wicker basket, you know. You could
I had
just,
this one teacher my freshman year of high school, and because I went to North my freshman year, and she would always wear, dude. Oh my god, she had such nice titties. And so she would like lean, and every time she would help me, I would always
Oh
be
my.
sitting, and she would always lean over, like right in the corner of the table, lean over. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the one I'm having trouble.
Yeah.
I'm
And
quitting.
so
I,
I would-
will give everything I own for
I was like
this.
14, but I would call her to. I would call like because she's like, okay, just raise your hand for help, and I'll come help you.
I'm struggling
and
with
she
question
always,
36.
She always wore the type of shirt. They would just
Just hang.
yeah, she always would. I feel like she
Hang
did it
out.
on
She knew what
purpose.
she was doing.
Yeah, she must have. I'm saying, and I would ask her like every day. I'd be like, hey, I have a question, even though like I already know the answer. I'm like, hey, can you help me on this one right here? She's like, oh yeah. So what you do is you take 2, and then like I'm like, hey, this is a longer problem. So if she comes over here, so I'm gonna send. I'm like.
And you write.
But the thing is, I'd keep my head down, so in her peripherals,
Yeah.
she would look. It would look like I'm still looking down. So I'm just like this. I'm like this, like looking at the paper.
You just have
And I
to
would
give
just
her.
be like,
But
wow,
the thing to do
wow.
was when you're like doing stuff right really small, so she's like, just leans all in.
You're like,
Jinkies.
excuse me, miss, you dropped something, and then she.
Yeah. Anyways,
The worst
bend
part
over.
was when it was like one of the older, not attractive women that do the same thing. Like we had this teacher that won't remain nameless, and like it was one of those like, you know, when the ass is really big and they don't walk great, you know.
Yeah. There's a couple of different examples, but I
like
think
hip dysplasia.
Yeah, it's a wide load, is what I'm saying. It's like it's very big. It's not like a.
it's meant for bearing children.
Birthing hips.
Yeah, but like also fat at the same time. Is what I'm saying.
Okay,
When
okay.
they'd bend over in front
It's
of
like,
you,
it's like a black widow. When you see them, you know how big their asses are, but their bodies are really tiny. Yeah, that's what it's like.
yeah. Well, no, she didn't. I mean, it was all big.
Oh, okay.
She didn't have like the hourglass figure.
It,
no.
it was like a.
She wasn't slim thick. She was like 60.
It was like a peach.
Peach.
It was like a.
Oh fuck.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just.
No, I
trying
was
to
just
get-
saying that's the fucking worst, dude. I mean, Jordan. So you being, I'm gonna go back to homeschooled again.
Yeah, you didn't tell us shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to know. Like, so like you would meet these girls just like at sport games, but you're playing in the game. So how'd you talk to them afterwards?
I don't feel like I should explain myself.
Well, it's okay because no one heard you say that, so it's all right.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I should explain myself.
You don't feel like you should explain yourself when you're in 7th grade, how you talk to bitches?
Dude, I didn't have to say anything. I just
just
stood
walked-
there,
Actually,
and then they
there's
came
like,
up.
I just
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
Jordan
Jack.
Obaya.
Okay, fine. You guys don't want to believe me? Fine.
You weren't gonna
no,
tell
no,
us.
No, don't believe me.
No, we do believe
That's literally
you.
what happened. That's literally
you're-
what fucking happened.
You're a handsome
Whatever
man.
you think.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. I
fire.
sat there and that fucking came right up to me.
Okay, how about this? What is the most embarrassing thing you've ever said to a girl? Like I'm saying, it could be.
I
A
thought you
pic-
were gonna say embarrassing thing with a girl, and I had a really good
Oh, okay,
story.
perfect,
and then you
perfect,
said that.
perfect,
Okay.
perfect, perfect,
Yes,
perfect.
so-
Embarrassing thing with a girl.
Yes,
Embarrassing
yes.
moment.
My mom happened to come home.
Oh,
In the middle of the middle.
What a plot twist!
Yeah.
Oh my
Plot
god!
twist, and
He's like my mom.
I
Pause.
was hanging out with this girl, blah blah blah,
The
and
pause
she comes
got me.
home, and I did the old shower trick. I was like, hit the shower on, like I'm getting ready to get in the shower, mom.
Ma'am.
Yeah, I was a little kid, and
and you were whacking your ween?
no, there was a
Oh.
woman in my house, and
She wasn't.
She was
supposed
in
to
the
be there.
bathroom?
She was in the
He-
shower?
He's
in
a
my
man
room.
of. He's
She
a
was in
man
my
of
room.
God.
She was in my room.
Then why did you go in the
Shut up,
bathroom at the same
Trevor.
time? Oh, because your room was okay.
Yeah,
I see.
she was in my room, and my mom came up there and like screamed and was like, "You're from the devil," you know.
Hey, my mom was. She didn't bring God into it, but she would just be like, "Who was
Atheist.
Who are you, whore?
Was that slut
See,
over last
yeah.
night?" I'm like, "Mom, she's a nice woman."
She's a wholesome woman.
Mom, that's my wife.
And also, she
love her.
she did things to me last night that you've never done for me, Mom.
She showed me her boobies, and I liked him.
Something's wrong with his medulla
I was like, hey, Mom, guess what? You don't get to call people whores anymore because
Hey.
I'm a whore, believe it or not.
And you know what, Mom? You grew up in the 80s. What does that make you?
a
Oh,
whore.
crackhead.
We all
That is crazy. Like back then, like they all just did coke, and we do weird.
24/7. It was party times.
Yeah,
And MLMs, my multi-level marketing was legal.
And you know-
back then.
a pyramid scheme.
There's-
It was. People got arrested for it.
It was.
People-
It didn't become illegal till
Ponzi
1998.
schemes like were
Yeah.
a fucking thing. People
Yeah.
got arrested and
Like, it was
jailed
totally
for 10
normal.
years.
People from the 80s are so scared of marijuana. My own dad framed me for having a pipe at the house.
framed
And
you.
my mom found a pipe and she was like, "Trevor, whose
like,
is
"Trevor's."
this?" And it was my fucking dad's the whole time. And I was like, I've
blames
never,
it on the kid.
you know, he just didn't say shit. And I've never even seen the goddamn pipe. I was like, I don't know, Mom.
I've never seen the goddamn guy.
Yeah, no, she was like, well, I know it's not your brother's. And I was like, well, it's not fucking mine.
He walks up to you. Who's she gonna believe?
No, I found out fucking 3 years later. I was 21, and I was like, I was telling the story. My dad's like, "Oh yeah, that was mine," and I was like, "Are you?" I was grounded.
He made you look like shit so he could
I was-
avoid a tough conversation.
I was
Yeah.
grounded for 2 weeks, Dad. What the?
I could have been
Fuck.
slaying so much poon, Dad.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
What's the worst trouble you got in with your parents? Like, I feel like you did some naughty things back in the day.
I was
naughty
I
boy.
looked pretty good.
Yeah,
For the, I mean, I didn't get. I was doing stupid things, but I didn't get caught very
You didn't get
often.
caught. That's good.
The worst thing, the worst trouble I was ever in. My freshman year in college, came home, and naturally, I was 19 years old. I was like throwing a party with all my friends from back home. My parents are out of town this weekend, and someone, I will not name, had 2 Four Locos and did a bunch of coke, I guess.
God.
And he got in a fight with my toilet, and he kicked in the top of it and smashed the whole thing in. And the toilet.
Porcelain god. That's
Dude, and the thing is, the guy
Why
was
the
like
toilet?
5. The guy was like 5'5". I don't even know how he got his foot up that fucking high. Like, it was
like, but it's like porcelain. Like he
he's-
cracked it.
He cracked it in.
Like a karate chop, like an
but a
old
kick.
SpongeBob karate
Why?
chop.
But I don't. Do you ever have two four locos and cocaine will make you? You probably thought the toilet was
Sounds
talking
like
shit
last
to him.
night.
I guess. What the fuck?
And he
My
kicked it,
God.
and so I tried to hide it out. I got so pissed. I was like, dude, I can't hide this from my parents. Like, this is like, I can clean up a mess, right?
And then be like, oh, I broke
But
it.
I cannot go to Lowe's and buy a new top.
no,
the exact same
can't.
toilet
You
and
can't.
replaces
You
it
can't.
perfectly.
I mean, you can't though. Like if it's a custom made toilet, you can't just go find a top.
Oh, was it a Louis V
It's
toilet?
a fancy
Is it
toilet.
fucking
No,
gold?
I went to his fucking
It had
house.
the lid that closes itself.
Trevor, say what you were gonna say.
You know what I did? I went to his fucking house and I took the top off his fucking toilet. And
Was it
put-
custom made too?
It was not custom made.
Well, then how'd it fit?
I covered with the towel.
broke it.
I covered with the towel and it was 2 inches too
And
big
your
on each
parents are
side.
never gonna pick up that towel. So
No, as soon as she walked in the house and she went in the bathroom, she's like, Trevor, what the fuck is this? And
you're
I
like,
was like,
I sat on the wrong part.
Mom, I tried to poop up top and
Mom,
leave you a
Have you ever
present.
taken an upper decker?
Upper Decker, yeah. That's
Whoa.
what
In
I'm saying.
Denny's, yeah.
Honestly, no, because fucking why?
You've taken an upper decker in Denny's? Tell us a story. Were you there with your
You
theater
son
group?
of a bitch,
I was
dude.
in a band.
Those are hardworking
and
people.
The girl was being a real big bitch to us, so we
She's
were
the
like, let's
waitress.
all
She's
go
not the
take
one
a
who
upper
She's not the
decker.
janitor.
The waitress was being a dick.
That'll show her.
And-
Dude, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna poop on the top of the toilet.
So we all did, my whole band.
Should've just
5 upper deckers.
One after the other in the same toilet?
Yeah. It was a 5 full upper decker. It was horrible.
You fucked over
Were
some
you
poor
first or
janitor.
fifth? Were you first or fifth?
I can't remember. I was probably like
Because
second.
imagine
He
like
was
sitting
first
on
and
that,
second or third.
That's so fucked
just
up.
laying a
I don't
log
care.
off of someone else's turd.
And
Stacking
you think
Legos
That
in
girl
there,
doesn't
dude.
clean toilet.
It was like
maybe
the
at
Mud
Denny's-
Mountain Dam.
It's
Yeah, that-
fucking Lincoln Logs
yeah,
in there,
that bitch
man.
wasn't
Mud
cleaning
Mountain
toilets.
Well,
Damn.
at Denny's
Imagine
though,
they fucking
maybe
stack them.
you think they're multi-purpose. If we have any listeners who work at a Denny's, please
That was
send
me.
Please tell us if because I've worked at places where there's a janitor for a restaurant. I've worked at places where they're like, hey, it's
closing
your
crew- the
turn.
closing crew
It's
closes.
your turn to clean the
But
toilets.
the thing is, when you clean the fucking you close, you don't look at the top of the toilet. You just like
I think the
just
smell
always
It
after.
smells like shit in there.
No,
Like, oh.
no.
What
they
do you
can't
do to
tell
clean
the
that out?
next
Just some
day.
rubber gloves? Put
Okay,
your
it's
little
more-
hand in
it's
there
either-
and just...
it's
Yep.
either the janitor or
Yep.
the plumber that's gonna have to deal with it. One or the other.
Yep.
You are a menace, you
I
son of a
am
bitch.
Dennis.
A
the
menace to society.
Because when they flush the toilet and it's clean, brown.
Just imagine
and then
like...
someone's gonna lift it up and then
Okay, the thing about dogs is like it's easy to pick up because it gets hard real quick. Like those are just
Not
gonna be
unless they're
mushy.
sick. Not unless they're sick.
they're wet when they come out, don't they?
I'm saying that like you pick them up and it's still one piece.
A lot of experience in dog poop.
no,
This episode has taken a turn for the worse.
but no, but I'm saying like if you got to pick up human poop, like it just feels like
I've never picked up human
Yeah,
poop.
I haven't either.
he sounds like you have.
I'm just saying like
Have you
if
ever held
Is this from an
human
in-
poop?
have you ever felt the heat in your hand? It feels great.
it's a great feel. There's people like to get pooped on your chest. I just want to know what happens once they do it. Like it's like okay, I just came. Now what do I do with this log?
Obviously, they sniff
Okay,
it.
Talk
about
If-
regret.
we're talking about a bunch of fetishes
Yeah,
tonight.
that's got to be some crazy post nut clarity.
Okay, so
right
you
there.
ever nut and you're like, oh wow, why
Why did
am
I
I
do
here?
that?
But
Oh,
then you
yeah.
nut and then you're like, I have shit on my chest. I'm gonna go hang myself.
Like you have post nut clarity without any of the shit. Just like normally, you're like, oh fuck, maybe that was a little bit of a mistake, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe I went a little too far.
But like, imagine doing that, and then you're just like, great, there is shit
it's like,
on my fucking.
Do you have a
nips.
doggy bag or like a Safeway plastic bag? We can.
Can I smell that?
I'd make them throw me in the washing machine.
Yeah. There are people who like farts and shit.
Ew.
What is going on?
No,
What
no,
are we
no,
talking
no,
about?
because I
you
listen to
are
a-
nasty.
I just talked
What
about
is-
poop. I don't want to talk about this
I listened to a
anymore.
Are
podcast
you
today.
into this stuff, Jack?
No, I
'Cause you're
listened to a
talking about it so
podcast
much.
today. I listened to the Basement
You're
Yard.
literally talking about it.
I
so
listened to the
much. You like
Basement
it.
Yard, and they said that they played a video on it where a guy said he was waiting for this girl to fart, and he was like, he was like,
Okay.
he was like,
Yeah.
I want a good one, and so it's like, what is a good, like what's a good one?
Like he's asking a bakery for the good loaf of bread in the back. No, I want the good one. I want the good one, the fresh one.
What'd you eat earlier today? P.F. Chang's?
I want the little toot, just the
Okay,
little
seriously,
like,
seriously,
little
we're
perp,
done
just
talking
like
about
the
this.
perfect
This is
little
disgusting.
toot. Jack,
okay,
you are
okay.
sick.
Hey.
I just listened to it today. I'm
No,
sorry.
no more poop. All right.
Jack likes
Queefs.
to toot or poofs and queefs.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's.
When was the first time
let's
you heard a
finish
queef?
this out. Let's get
Is a
some good
pussy
stories
is a pussy
and
fart
go.
and a queef the same thing?
No more farts, okay? No
Oh.
more farts.
What's a pussy fart?
He brought up pussy.
Trevor's trivia. All
Our
right,
new segment of the day.
guys.
I know last time we talked, Trevor's like, I'm gonna interview you guys.
There are things you can Google where you're just like the answers doesn't make any sense. Who posted this? Is it from Wikipedia? You know.
Okay.
Okay, so I need two and a half intelligent minds.
I got the half.
Yes, that's why I looked at you last. So,
Two and a half men.
where does the term blue collar come from? Please explain.
blue collar worker.
Yes.
People that
Did,
work
did
out
they have
in the
blue
field.
collars that day?
No,
Or-
I think it's just like
Because back in the day, all
It's
the
other
city
words for your
workers-
average Amer-
Sorry, never mind.
No,
in
I'm-
New York, the workers that were worked in the business wore the white collar suits, and the people that worked up in the skyscrapers, the shitty workers that worked in construction, wore the blue collars.
construction workers don't make bad money though.
They
Okay,
don't. They
so
don't,
do you
but
guys
I'm just
know
saying-
why?
I think blue
Because
collar represents like the average working
That's why I'm
American.
saying the
Is it
saying.
true Indians aren't afraid of heights?
Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm saying where
No,
the saying
I was
came
listening.
from. That's where the saying does come from, Trevor. Where white collar workers are the people with suits that work in stocks and business and finance. Blue collar comes from construction
So
and hard work.
what
on
about the
streets.
people who work in the restaurant
Never
industry?
mind.
No, I
No
was
facts.
listening. I was listening.
History books did me nothing good. I was
Yeah,
homeschooled.
did you have some
Yeah,
fucking?
thanks.
I think I got the answer I needed. Did you
Can we
guys?
get another trivia question, please?
Oh yeah.
Is it true?
I
Indians
won't
aren't
answer.
afraid of heights?
I'm not going to answer the next question.
Trevor's trivia.
Let's
and
have you guys answer the
Okay,
question.
so-
See if you know the answer.
Trevor's trivia comes from questions, but Trevor's is like I'm like I have an average sense of knowledge about things. I
Because of all those hieroglyphics.
Yes. And I said average, okay? I'm not trying to toot my own horn here.
Wasn't
Look at the history book, loser.
I'm not
Yeah.
stupid
He wasn't
and I'm not
homeschooled or
smart.
anything.
But
he's got all 85 encyclopedias in his room.
Britannicas and shit.
A-A-1.
Oh, that shit was good.
B minus average in college. Huh?
It's still a B.
All right. Trevor. Yeah, it's still B.
Anyways, continue. Trevor's Triv.
Trevor's Triv.
Trevor's Triv.
What a terrific
Trevor's. What a terrific audience. Please do it.
Wow, what a terrific audience. How insightful.
We should put that in our intro at some point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Terrific audience.
What a terrific
Thank you for watching ATLT.
You should not pass. Sorry, that's Jimmy from South Park.
Love
Great show.
Can you say Aperture Oceans bring ads and ideas to life?
No.
I'm not going to try.
Yeah.
And also, I really don't like gingers.
Why?
Why don't you like gingers? Because they don't have souls?
I've met a couple pretty ones in my life. But anyways, Trevor's
There are actually, hey, listen. There is actually some hot redheads. Not a lot. Of, not
I know.
but there are some
I
hot
agree. I saw the Titanic.
Scarlett Johansson.
I don't know
I
if
feel
her
like
hair's
she's
thick.
dyed ginger.
Yeah,
I don't think she's actually
well,
ginger.
well,
She's not ginger. She dyes it like scarlet red. Or no, it's definitely a crimson.
strawberry blonde.
Only one way to see.
Mm,
Check the drapes.
Yeah. Smooth.
okay. Back to Trevor's trivia.
Are you guys trimmers or shavers?
I shave with a razor.
Same.
Bare skin?
Fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah, nice.
Bare
Most of the time, it depends.
bare
on the
skin all the
occasion.
time, boy.
All right, Trevor's trivia. Why did they change STDs to STIs? Why did they change the term for it
Sexual transmitted disease.
They use both
to
though.
infection?
Well, D's and I's are different.
Yeah.
And infection is different than a
No, but they
disease.
changed it entirely. Where like, if you got like,
I haven't had that many tests.
Because
so I
back in
wouldn't know.
2013, they changed.
Oh, I was like, oh my
I don't even need Trevor's
god.
trivia.
Oh my god.
Did you guys rehearse this on the way here?
No, I did. I didn't even fucking know he was
But
coming.
the thing is, they still use like SD
on-
slash
it's-
STI. Like they still have
Yeah.
two categories for it. So that's why I'm like,
So why?
Is AIDS or HIV worse?
isn't it the same thing?
No, one is like you're
See,
fucked.
one's a virus, one's a disease.
So
but
which
it's the
one's
same
the one you're
fucking
fucked?
thing.
Like you're like the easy you got.
I believe that's AIDS.
AIDS, right?
But I
AIDS.
believe you can have an aid, just one. I thought. It's like hey,
My joke.
I just have an aid.
My joke.
That's from Family Guy. Thank you.
Our joke.
Oh, just gave
It
it,
is.
all the way away.
Anyways,
Aid.
I don't know the difference between STD and STI, to be honest.
Sexually transmitted infection, sexually transmitted disease
All right,
infection.
Trevor's trivia.
Okay.
Why did English from the United Kingdom change when it came over to the United States?
Because we just wanted to be different.
Because we were country folk.
We just want to be
Wait, what was the question?
Why did English
Why they want to change?
Why did English change when it left the United Kingdom
Instead of
the
like
U.S.?
ye's and thous, it's now you and they.
Turned into takes.
Because we started caring about pronouns.
If you're not gonna answer it, I have another Trevor's trivia. So you guys are fucking. All right. I
didn't study for this test.
So Trevor's trivia. Why was there alcohol prohibition?
Because
government wasn't making any money off of it.
No, that's why they brought it back.
I mean,
that's why they brought it back. Was because then they could tax the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a
they
religious
weren't
thing.
making any money, so they legalized it, and then they brought it back.
I thought they thought because it would fix like crime and shit. Honestly.
Yeah, right.
Trevor, what's the answer?
I don't know. It's just asked.
Sweet.
You gotta know the answers to your question.
I absolutely do not. I make the rules.
Oh, easy.
Oh,
all right.
What else you got?
Trevor's trivia. What did the Aztecs call weapons that were used against them? Sticks that shoot fire.
Bow and arrows.
Boom. Sticks that shoot fire. Rifles. The conquistadors.
The conquistadors
Murdered all of those.
So like,
conquistadors.
say you had to choose the conquistadors. Say you had to choose a side during the Civil War, like North or South.
North, because we know what the fuck happened.
I would definitely choose the North for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
General Lee.
That's the South.
Robert E. Lee was the South. It was Ulysses S. Grant in the North. Also the guy on the $50 bill.
Yes.
I just really related to Grant. So.
Dude, you guys remember how pissed people got when they tore down the statue of a Confederate fucking general? And I was like, why are you guys? It was like, it's rich history. I was like,
it's rich.
It's history for sure. But I don't know if it's rich.
I mean, he was rich or not.
Yeah. I was like,
And why the fuck do they care? They probably walk by that thing every day and just like, oh, look at that. You guys remember Columbus?
You guys remember
standing
Columbus?
reminder.
He raped a bunch of freaking.
He basically
I feel like everyone raped back in
murdered
the day.
everybody.
It doesn't
No,
make it good. I'm
He
just saying,
raped a lot of them for their gold.
Yeah, that's what fucking happens. I mean, John
we
Smith.
celebrate-
You
we
can't
ce-
convince me that the John Smith Pocahontas thing. John Smith, this in your, he just fucking raped her. Probably he had to have. This whole history is like, oh, they were in love.
Yeah, guys, we have to be honest with how the stories were told because they were not told.
They were told by the victors.
Now we know.
Yeah, they were.
Now we know.
Hey, guys,
now
He was
we
like,
know.
we were actually in love, but oh, she fell over that cliff. She can't tell you the
You can
other.
understand sarcasm.
Oh,
and,
she got really sick in that winter.
in the jokes we make that we do make, but we all can realize there was a reality and that there's no way in hell that this woman was not raped.
Yes, because
by
back
a
then
shitty
that's
human
what
being.
it was. Back then it was just like there's no repercussions for it, so everyone was just.
What was Pocahontas famous for? Didn't she lead like
Being
Lewis
raped.
and Clark?
Well, she.
That was
Or-
Sacagawea.
Sacagawea. Yeah.
Yes, that was
Yeah,
Lewis and Clark,
right. That's
not
part of my
Pocahontas.
culture.
Pocahontas. Yeah, it was not the same one.
My culture is not your costume. Every Halloween.
Identifies as an Apache.
It's like someone dresses as an Indian and everyone
Yeah,
gets pissed.
I actually had the real Teletubby tell me that because I'm a Teletubby every year and I kicked the shit out of him.
Dude, one year I tried to be like, I was like gonna be a cholo for Halloween. Like, that's racist. I'm like, I'm brown. I'm like, how is it racist? And even if someone else wants, how is it racist? It's a costume. I'm not doing black. No one's doing black. Now that's a little. That's something else.
I think Bill Burr said it best when he was he was on this date and the girl's like, this is gonna sound oddly racist, but there's a lot of Asians in here, and he's like, that's not racist. What would be racist is like, oh my god, why are there so many fucking Asians in here?
exactly.
Like,
It's like, dude,
there's
a fine line between the two. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
you
just
know.
like, okay, well,
taking up all the tables.
I mean, no, it's not racist, but I guess
it's just an observation.
Is she trying to break the ice or something? Like, I don't
It's just an observation. It's like, wow, there's a lot of.
Well, next place I'm gonna go and be like, there's a lot of white people.
well,
in
if there
here.
is in fact a lot, then that is a good observation.
That's a great time. It sounds like.
Like, you know, if you're in a place and there's just so many children, you're like, dude, there's a lot of kids in here.
I can
Maybe-
almost, white people do it. Maybe people of other races are like, there's so many white people in here.
Yeah, of course they do.
People do it all the time. All the time.
It's
They're
easy.
like, this isn't home. This isn't home. I don't like it.
Well, where I come from, there's two type of folk: those who ain't, and those who are knee high in a grasshopper.
Yeah, and a grasshopper boy.
All right, hey, we're at 50.
We are at 50.
We're at 50.
Shit.
50 cent,
time
baby.
flies when you're a piece of shit. So I'm gonna say, Trevor, where can they find you on Instagram?
Ass eater
At
_
Trevor Cartwright, and yeah, I'm not gonna spell it out because
Well, if you can't sound it on spell right, then you're a fucking idiot.
Trevor.
CartWright.
Thank you for finishing.
Trevor Carhart.
Well, you know that you're a big artifacts guy. So.
And
What's yours, Jordan?
You can find me at Ohio State University. We are accepting all these new offers recently.
Have fun. No one's gonna find you. I will say. Okay, what's your Instagram?
No one's gonna find me. I'm sorry.
Do you guys
Jordan
have scholarships?
Obaya, JORDANOBAA. OBAYA.
Also, women, stop getting pregnant, please. You're being selfish.
Thank you.
Yes. we need less people. There's too much traffic.
COVID didn't do its job.
Yeah.
Still too
We need
crowded.
a plague.
Like the bubonic plague or the black
Mother
plague.
Nature's trying, and we just keep stopping her.
Just wait till you're like 35 or something.
And at that point, you're not going to want to do it. Like,
Did you read
just
about
wait.
any of the plagues in your ancient documents?
About yes, I have read quite a few.
what was the hieroglyph for plague? Was it like a raven?
Hieroglyphic?
Well, it depends on
Hieroglyphic?
what language we're talking. What country we're in. Jack.
Hieroglyphics.
Egypt.
Done your
Bubonic
research?
plague.
He's a kid. It's okay. What can they find you on Instagram, Jack?
Jack_Spence.
Isaiah_Lesney. And both of our Instagrams are on the Around the Lunch Table Instagram page. But also, side note, fall collection, bitches. It's coming around. Hoodie season, BD season, joggers season, the whole nine. So you better be ready for it.
Yep.
So
We're about to
Jake,
drop a sexy ass video for it too. You already know.
yes, and Jordan's going to help out with that. And
need
want
models.
to run over Patreon thing really quick?
Jake Todd's doing our fall collection again. He did great for the summer and the painting behind us. If you're watching, patreon.com/around the lunch table. You get
I look
episodes.
like a fucking duck.
You get episodes a week early, and you get the exclusive episodes once a month. Our next one's going to be good as well. So definitely make sure to check out
He
that.
looks like he has talents.
Bro, you look like you might be an NBA star with that. you got from the 90s. You got like the flat top.
It's
going.
because he was looking at he was looking at Jack. He couldn't decide. He's like, dude, he's kind of got like, I don't know, his hair. It's not straight. It's so like it's Jufro or it's like
it's perfect, honestly.
Jack.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, I just want to do like the half Jew.
But-
half
Oh, I
white
think
look.
you're my bad.
Yeah, that was it. Patreon. Yeah. Boom. Done. Check
Send
it out.
it away.
So yeah, this is it. If you guys have our Patreon or paid subscription on Apple Podcasts, you'll get this a week early and you'll already see it before the rest of the fuckers. But if you don't, then you'll still see it after. So
And
thank you
fuck
guys
you.
for listening. It's been a hell of a ride. A lot more great things to come. Thank you guys for listening. It's been an honor and a privilege. And as always, and see ya.